Welcome back to Financial Fitness Northwest, live on 1150 KKNW. It's now time for the Riley Johnson Team Market Update. We are dedicated to provide the tools you need to make informed decisions and how today's events in our local economy can affect your buying power. And so we are going to talk to you about the 3 reasons this housing market is not a bubble.
That's right.
I know people probably have some concerns out there because the values have gone up so much, and they're thinking this happened before, and then what happened?
Right.
Crash.
They are thinking that. But I feel like the tides are turning a little bit. I just read this article in the Seattle Times about how this is not a bubble. It was really fascinating. I'm going to try and find it and put it on the website so you guys can see it. But I feel like, I feel at first, last year, everybody kept saying it's going to crash. But now I think they're coming to the realization that it's not a bubble because we're actually nowhere near the numbers, and we're going to tell you why, that we were at when it did crash in 2007.
Yeah, and another thing that's going on right now is just that we have so many more buyers than we have houses available.
Right.
So
there's no way to even catch up the inventory. I mean, I don't. The last time I saw the projected timeline, it was like 2020 something. We might be close to catching up, but I don't know. I mean, if people keep coming here, how that's really ever going to happen?
I don't know.
There's not enough land.
I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah. So the number one reason why this is not a bubble is that the lending industry as a whole is doing quality mortgages. So we're only doing mortgages that are responsible. You have to be able to prove the ability to repay the mortgage. And that was not necessarily the case during the crash.
No, it was not.
There was just so much leniency and subprime mortgages.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The mortgages back then had names like Nina, Nay, like no income, no asset, no employment. You could fog a mirror and get a loan. And so that was not responsible lending, and that led to a lot of problems.
Right. And that is not the case now whatsoever.
Not at all. Ability to repay. Everybody has to be able to prove their ability to repay.
Right. And then 2, builders are not overbuilding. So the numbers reported for new construction have not even caught up to what was being built during the 1980s. Is that crazy to hear?
It is really crazy.
It's almost hard to wrap my head around that because, so people think, wow, it's so crazy right now. Well, we're not even talking 2002, 2007. We're not even close to the numbers in the 1980s.
I know. But, it's kind of a scary thing. You just wonder because there's only so much land out there. And I know that builders struggle to find land, and people, it's all about quality of life. And so a big part of the quality of life is not having to spend too much time on the road. And what's happening is you have to go further and further out in order to find land to build, and then people have to commute a long way, and that's not so good.
Right. I know. So I don't know what's going to happen. Also, the cost of land and, what's going on in King County with getting permits.
Yep.
It's really slowing down the building process for those who even have the land or are wanting to build. Right.
That's very true. Yeah.
So it all is having an effect. And then the third reason why is that home values have still not returned to where they were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like values are going up a lot, and they are. And maybe there's some small little niche areas where they might have caught back up to 2000, the early 2000s,
pockets, yeah.
Those pockets. But as a whole, we're not there yet.
No,
we're still
especially
not
in
there
other
yet.
parts of the country. We're fortunate here in Seattle, but yeah, definitely they have a long way to go. So feel free to go out, shop for a home, come to the Riley Johnson team and get your pre-approval.
Yeah, don't be scared. We got you. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning into Financial Fitness Northwest. We hope that you found the information valuable. To learn more about our show and our guests that we have in studio, please check us out on www.financialfitnessnw.com. And please go on there and look at Jim Olson. There's so much ways you could give back to that amazing Project Violet. So thank you for tuning in. Talk to you next week.
Thank you.